So good morning students. Today we will discuss about the refraction at spherical surfaces. Now we have taken the example of the spherical surface as a convex surfaces. So now by applying the formula for image formation by a single surface, this single surface and successively at the two surfaces of a lens, we will find out the lens maker's formula and then lens formula. So now refraction at the spherical surface, and the spherical surface we have taken as a convex surface, and convex surface is the surface from which the refraction is taking place at the bulge out surface, or the from this bulge out surface. This is the bulge out surface and the refraction is taken place from over here. Now as shown in the figure, this is a convex surface or a spherical surface in the form of convex, and I is the image of an object. This I is the image of an object O, which is kept on the principal axis of a spherical surface, and with the center of curvature C, and radius of curvature, this is R. Now the ray are incident from medium 1. There are two mediums. This is a spherical surface. There are two mediums. Medium 1, this is a rarer medium having refractive index N1, and this is denser medium having refractive index N2. So the ray is incident from the rarer medium of refractive index N1 to the denser medium of refractive index N2. Now consider the aperture or the lateral size of the surface to be very small. Suppose the lateral size of the surface is very small as compared to the other distance involved, so that a small angle approximation can be made, so that small angle in particular Nm is taken to be nearly equal to this Nm. This is perpendicular drawn from N to on principal axis, this Nm. So this aperture is taken as very small as compared to the other distances, so that Nm is taken to be nearly equal to the length of the perpendicular from the point N on the principal axis. Here the object lies in the rarer medium and the image is formed. Here the object is in the rarer medium and the image is formed real. And APB is a convex refracting surface. This APB, this is a convex refracting surface, and this convex refracting surface separates the two mediums, that is rarer medium and the denser medium. This is having refractive index N1, this is having refractive index N2, and let P be the optical center, and this P is the optical center of the convex surface, and C be the center of curvature. R is equal to PC is equal to radius of curvature. Suppose a point object O is placed on the principal axis on the rarer medium. Starting from the point object, the two refracted rays, this is point object, and starting from the point objects, there are two refracting rays. This is OM and OI or OC or OM. There are two refracting rays coming from the object O, that is, one is this OM and the other is, say, OP. This ray will go straight as it is passing through the optical center. This ray will go straight, and this ray ON is falling on the convex surface at point N, and it is diverging and forming a image at point I. So I is the real image of the point object O. Now coming to the derivation. How we will derive? So derivation. So for this derivation, what we will do? Draw NM perpendicular to the principal axis. एक perpendicular डालेंगे हम. Draw NM perpendicular to the principal axis. यानी principal axis पे एक हमने परपेंडिकुलर डाला. एंड और इसमें क्या है? लेट अल्फा, बीटा एंड गामा. इसमें 3 एंगल बन रहे हैं. लेट अल्फा, बीटा एंड गामा आर द एंगल्स मेड बाय द इंसिडेंट रे. दिस अल्फा, बीटा एंड गामा आर द angles made by, this alpha is made by incident ray, and beta is made by refracted ray, and gamma is made by the normal and normal at the point of incidence, at the point of incidence. This is normal at the point of incidence, and these are making with the, these alpha, beta and gamma are the angles made by the incident ray, refracted ray and the normal at the point of incidence with the principal axis. Or you can say alpha is the angle between incident ray and the principal axis, beta is the angle between the refracted ray and the principal axis, and gamma is the angle between the normal and the principal axis. Now in triangle, now suppose we have taken the triangle NOC. If we have taken the triangle N and O, N, O and C, if we have taken the triangle NOC, then I is the exterior angle. In triangle NOC, I is equal to exterior angle. And therefore exterior angle क्या होता है? ये वाला एंगल इंटरनल दोनों एंगल के सम के बराबर होगा. This I will be equal to angle alpha plus gamma. I will be equal to alpha plus gamma. और दूसरा एक ट्राइंगल ले लो. इन ट्राइंगल NIC, और दूसरा ट्राइंगल हमने ले लिया NIC, और इसमें जो हमारा एक्सटीरियर एंगल है वो क्या है? गामा. दिस गामा इज द एक्सटीरियर एंगल. गामा इज द एक्सटीरियर एंगल. So now this gamma will be equal to R plus beta, और you can say that हमको R निकालना है. इधर I निकाल लिया हमने, और इधर R is equal to gamma minus beta. So this is equation first, this is equation 2, and ये जानते हैं कि हम ये प्रॉपर्टी क्या लगाई? ये प्रॉपर्टी लगी कि in a triangle the sum of the interior angles, the sum of the two opposite interior angles are equal to the exterior angles. So exterior angle will be equal to the sum of the two interior angles. So this is the property. Now coming to now suppose all the angles I, R, alpha, beta and gamma are very, very small. So tan alpha is nearly equal to alpha, tan beta will be equal to beta, and so on. So now coming to the point that alpha is nearly equal to tan alpha, and this can be written as Nm upon Om. This tan alpha this is perpendicular, this is base, so Nm upon Om, and this is nearly equal to Nm upon OP. अगर ये डिस्टेंस बहुत कम है तो Nm और OP को हम लोग बराबर ट्रीट कर सकते हैं. Since P is close to M, since P is close to M. Now similarly, beta is nearly equal to tan beta is equal to Nm upon Mi. ये बीटा tan बीटा है, ये Nm अपॉन बेस Mi हो गया, और Mi को हम फिर लिख सकते हैं Nm अपॉन Pi. वही सेम, क्योंकि Pi इज वेरी क्लोज टू M. एंड गामा, सिमिलरली गामा it is nearly equal to tan gamma is equal to Nm upon Mc is nearly equal to Nm upon Pc. Up now coming to the Snell's law. What does this Snell's law says? So Snell's law क्या कहता है? Snell's law for refraction ये कहता है कि साइन ऑफ द एंगल ऑफ इंसिडेंस डिवाइडेड बाय साइन ऑफ द एंगल ऑफ रिफ्रैक्शन इज इक्वल टू n2 upon n1, where since I and R are very small, so sin I can be taken as I, and sin R can be taken as sin I. Sin I is nearly equal to I, and sin R is nearly equal to R. So now I upon R is equal to n2 upon n1, and cross multiplication, this n1 into I is equal to n2 into R, and now we will put n1 की जगह n1, I की जगह हम लोग पुट कर सकते हैं जो I हमने कैलकुलेट किया, I is equal to अल्फा प्लस गामा, ये हमने पहले ही निकाला है, और n2 की जगह हम n2 लिखेंगे, और R की जगह हम लिख सकते हैं, R की वैल्यू हमने निकाली है गामा माइनस बीटा, ये पहले निकाली है इक्वेशन फर्स्ट एंड इक्वेशन 2 में. सो नाउ इसको हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? दिस इज इक्वल टू दिस इज इंप्लाइज दैट दिस इज n1, एंड इसको हम अल्फा को लिख सकते हैं हम nm अपॉन OP, और प्लस इसको गामा को लिख सकते हैं nm अपॉन PC, और इज इक्वल टू n2, और गामा को लिख सकते हैं nm अपॉन PC. ये हमने पीछे कैलकुलेट किया हुआ है tan अल्फा की वैल्यू nm अपॉन, और इसको लिख सकते हैं PI. ये एज पर द फिगर है tan अल्फा, tan मीटर में परपेंडिकुलर अपॉन बेस, So this is perpendicular, this is base, perpendicular base, perpendicular. So now or we can write it n1 nm इधर कॉमन ले लेंगे, nm इसमें से कॉमन ले लेंगे, कैंसिल हो जाएगा, तो ये जो बाकी रह जाएगा वो हो जाएगा 1/OP प्लस 1/PC इज इक्वल टू n2 1/PC माइनस 1/PI, ये रह जाएगा। और इसको हम क्या लिख सकते हैं, ये इसको सॉल्व करेंगे तो ये हमारा आ जाएगा n1/OP प्लस n2/PI इज इक्वल टू हो जाएगा n2 माइनस n1/PC। सो यूजिंग न्यू कार्टेशियन साइन कन्वेंशन, अब अगर साइन कन्वेंशन अगर हम साइन कन्वेंशन को यूज करेंगे तो OP विल बी OP इज इक्वल टू U and U will be negative, and PI is equal to V, that is image distance, will be positive, and radius of curvature PC is equal to R will be positive, ये अकॉर्डिंग टू द साइन कन्वेंशन, अकॉर्डिंग टू न्यू कार्टेशियन साइन कन्वेंशन। So now n1/-U plus n2/V is equal to n2 minus n1/R. So the final formula which comes out to be n2/V minus n1/U is equal to n2 minus n1/R. This is the final equation, and this equation gives the relation between U, V, R and N. U is the object distance, V is the image distance, R is the radius of curvature and N is the refractive index. So this gives the relation between the object distance, image distance, radius of curvature and refractive index. This is all about for today's topic. Thank you very much.